Hola amigos, Miss B here. I just wanted to say hello and I miss you, and I'm about to do an art project and I want you to join along. We're gonna walk in here to my creation station. This guy is where I do all of my artwork, my pottery, my creations galore in the 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional ways. Let's go on in. All right, let's give you a good tour. We got our pottery wheel. All right, and come around here, that's a little heater. And then we got countertop space, and this is the creation station table. We've got watercolors, acrylics, we got weird bottle caps. I mean, it's pretty much anything and everything. This is the tripod I'm gonna use today. We got more stuff over here. We're definitely gonna be using these. I am gonna get super experimental with you guys. Okay, first things I wanna go over are materials. We need scissors, acrylic paint, all sorts of colors. I mean, you could use any kind of paint really, but we are going to be painting cardboard, so it helps to have this kind of more opaque colors. And then, of course, cardboard, which might be around handy for you guys. If not, it's something that you can collect and then do this project later. Okay, I've got my cardboard. Now I'm going to draw different shapes on the cardboard. Shapes could be circles and squares and rectangles and triangles, anything you want. All right, I finished my shapes. As you can see, I used the edge of my cardboard shape or rectangle to kind of make it easier for my cuts. I'm gonna make that a triangle and that a triangle. Then I don't have to cut out each edge. I already have two already made for me. So that's something to consider when doing this. Now let's cut them out. So I had kind of these leftover shapes left from my piece of cardboard, and I just cleaned up the edges a little bit and made them their own thing. So I'm not wasting much of any cardboard. It's pretty awesome. What we're gonna try and do is turn these 2-dimensional objects into 3-dimensional objects. And what we are going to create is a sculpture by pretty much cutting slits into each of these shapes and puzzle piecing them together. So I'll show you with this circle and this square. Okay, I'm gonna move the camera down a little bit. So I'm gonna mark where I'm going to make these slits. Okay, I'm gonna go right here and right here. You notice that these lines, they don't go all the way across. We're not cutting our shapes in half. We're just cutting slits to the middle of our shapes, just like this. All right, once we can do this, you'll notice that we can piece these two together. Voila! Now look at this cool shape that I have made. All right, let's cut all of them. Some tips to consider. When I was making this awesome sculpture, as you can see, I realized that sometimes when you put on your puzzle piece, it kind of goes angled like this, and you might have to straighten it out a little bit and kind of work it into the angle that you want it to be at. All right. Now, another thing is that if you do pieces too skinny like this, they end up just getting kind of weak and they don't really stay put. For instance, this one. See how it just doesn't really stay put? The sides of it are just not quite strong enough to make that clip. So now with this being finished, what I'm actually going to do is, if I want it to look exactly like this again, I will simply take it apart, but first take a picture so that I can remember where every single puzzle piece was. Now, if you just want to recreate the whole thing, that's fine too. We're going to take these apart and we're going to paint every single one of them. And then we'll put it back together and it's going to look so cool. We've got front and back on mostly all of them. And one thing I wanted to also tell you is that these shapes should be a little big. The bigger, the more durable they are in making this sculpture form together like a puzzle. All right. Okay. It is time to build my sculpture. Let's see how it goes. I hope you enjoyed this project. I hope that you do this project. And I'm so glad that I got to hang out with you guys today. Mwah, 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 mwah.